What's up everyone, Bromaster47 here once again, getting back to the blind let's play of Danganronpa V3 Kill in Harmony. And last time we kind of figured out how the locked room mystery works, and it definitely was our suggestion this whole time. However, Himiko suggested that we try to figure out who killed Tenko, but Kokichi countered and said that we gotta figure out who killed Angie, so... we're gonna figure out who killed either one, so... Anyways, let's continue the trial.
Until we solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless. Did you suggest that to waste our time?
It's not meaningless!
Himiko?
Tenko's death was meaningless? How dare you! Poor Tenko! How could you do this to her? Himiko...
Himiko, stop it with your crappy lies.
Lies?
Everything you said is total BS. You didn't give two shits about Tenko when she was alive. But now you're like, oh no, poor Tenko, after she's dead. Come on, really?
Kokichi, enough!
No. It's okay. It's no surprise he'd think that. I know I ignored Tenko before. That's why I'm so upset now. I should have faced Tenko. Worked things out with her while she was still alive. But now, it's too late. I can't complain to her or thank her. It's too late.
Yeah, seriously! It's way too late to realize that now. Our only option is to face her death head on.
Face her death?
Himiko, I understand what you're going through. So I'm gonna help you out. Let's work together to find the truth. I'm not gonna let anyone say her death didn't matter.
Kaito. Alright. I'll put a silencing curse on whoever calls Tenko's death meaningless. The name of the curse is... Death Curse! Suppose being dead would silence someone pretty good.
Listen up! All you guys are gonna help out too. Abandoning someone who died and only thinking about your own survival. That's just as bad as a hit and run! I won't forgive something so messed up!
Tenko was our friend. Gonta wanna know why she died too.
Yep.
I already told you that's so unnecessary. We're getting sidetracked here.
No, we're not.
No, even if it was a different culprit, we need to know how Tenko died. If we don't find out who killed her, we won't be able to work together. Not now, not ever. Even if this trial isn't for her, in order for us to survive, we need to get to the bottom of Tenko's death.
You know what?
Not just to survive this trial, but so we can keep going and live on!
Kaito.
Finally, you noticed. Jeez, you're so slow.
Oh, I got nothing more to say to you, Kokichi.
Huh? Did Kokichi want us to notice?
Don't listen to his crap. We haven't decided whether there were two different culprits yet.
Let us talk about Tenko's case then. Perhaps that will provide us a clue.
Yeah, maybe.
You're not wrong, but I don't mind going over Tenko's case. That was an abrupt change of topic. Was that intentional?
So, what do we talk about first?
Well, I don't know. You said we should talk about it.
For now, let's see if we can narrow down the list of suspects.
Tancrotch probably got killed during the séance, so everyone there's suspicious. Tancrotch!
Wow. People who attended the séance, they were... Kiba wasn't one of them. Kaito wasn't one of them. It had to be... It's this setup.
That's it! It was me, Kyo, Himiko, and Kokichi.
So those four are the culprits!
Oh, Himiko's still culprit?
Well, that's probably just a coinkydink. The most suspicious out of the 4 is really Keo. He suggested the whole séance idea.
True, I may have suggested it, but I explained the procedure beforehand, yes? If we all knew of it before the murder, then we are all equally suspicious.
Well, I suppose, but...
In addition, the séance wasn't entirely in my control either.
Oh?
I was not the one who selected the room we performed it in. It was Himiko.
Oh, sorry. I was supposed to read that part. My bad.
Also, we should not limit our suspects to only those who participated in the séance. The empty room had a point of entry from outside, you see.
Point of entry from outside? Must be referring to... He's referring to the hole in the corner. But which corner was... I think it was over here.
There!
Yep, got it.
You're talking about under the floor, right? Huh? Under the floor?
Yes, there's a crawl space under the floor a person can move through. There was also a hole that connected it to the neighboring room.
Oh.
If the culprit used the hole, they could have entered and exited the seance room.
If we consider that possibility, then there is another suspect.
Another suspect? Who?
It's appearing before me. Oh, I can see it clearly. The true identity of Tenko's killer.
Okay. Who could that be? The identity, huh? The caged child, the loose floorboard.
The culprit sneaked in during the seance.
Wait a minute.
By crawling under the floor.
But it was pitch black during the séance.
Wait a minute.
How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Light? You mean
True.
candle?
No.
I mean, Kibo's flashlight function.
Huh? Now, hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the séance.
Hey.
I said hold on a second.
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold on a second.
It's true that with a little light, you can move under the floor. But is that possible? Also, I did notice one thing, is that the music's actually playing a kind of a different tone. And I think this is where one of those backgrounds are. Now, off camera, I did go back and see and check what the background actually does. And it doesn't really offer too much, so we could try lying here for a little bit. But we have to think about this the other way.
The culprit sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
But it was pitch black during the séance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
True.
Because it wasn't dark under the floor.
And
You see, our villain had a
I'm gonna
light.
try this.
Light? You mean candle?
I
Right.
mean, Kibo's flashlight function.
Hang on.
Huh? Now, hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor.
I'll reveal the
Okay, so there's it. That's where it is. But I don't know what the actual thing is.
Mew, you gave Kibo his flashlight function, correct?
Yeah, I have to think about it the other way, but
Did you not notice?
I didn't notice what.
it's hard to believe that Kibo is a culprit in this case. It's even harder to believe that this trial isn't being manipulated by someone. So, even if I have to lie, I need to defend Kibo.
The drawback of the flashlight function that you added. It's so bright, even Kibo can't see when it's turned on.
Oh, okay.
I see. That bright, huh? Wait, what? There's no way a genius like me would make that kind of rookie mistake!
But you make mistakes a lot. A whole lot.
Hey! If you're gonna fuck me in front of everyone, at least buy me dinner first!
Oh my... Well, this definitely took a turn.
If he can't see, it doesn't matter how bright the area is. He couldn't move like that. So Kibo couldn't have been underneath the floor.
Is that true, Kibo? Is what Shuichi said true?
I have a feeling Kokichi's gonna counter us. Come on, Kibo. Please play along. Kibo!
Well, I'm so sorry. I just don't remember. Really, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Ah, we get it already. Just turn it off. We're gonna go blind.
You don't remember? What does that even mean?
That means I think we're caught in the lie.
Well, Shuichi, trying to make a fool out of me, huh? Let me put on some makeup, cause I want to at least look pretty before you decide to fuck me!
Oh my god. What is going on here? Yeah, that just definitely became weird.
Shuichi, I'm so sorry.
Damn, that is seriously bright.
Wouldn't the light have shined through the gaps of the floorboard if it had been this bright?
Yeah, that's true. Oh. Oh. That's right. Okay, so yeah.
Yes. The culprit couldn't have used a light under the floor. Not even Kibo.
Oh, they couldn't have?
I mean, we could always go back to this part, and I'll show you the answer that they were looking for.
We were there after all. We would know. There was a hole near the corner of the room we were in. Remember? If someone had a light under the floor, it would have leaked through.
And I have a feeling you guys already know what the answer is.
Seance. I'm pretty sure the room was pitch black.
That's right. We didn't see anything, so the culprit couldn't have used a light.
And just because I have a built-in flashlight function does not mean I am the culprit.
I see. That was a flaw in my theory.
Jeez, here I thought this would be the case where the murder could only be done by a robot.
You have accused me of being the culprit more than once now, simply because I am a robot. My status as a robot does not mean I am capable of performing superhuman feats. My vision is somewhat poor, and I only possess average physical strength and intelligence.
All right, you made your point. God, now I feel sort of bad for you.
I neither want nor need your pity.
Enough with the flashlight. It's way too bright.
It would have been difficult to move around under the floor in that pitch-black darkness. Maybe the floor and the hole have nothing to do with this case.
Maybe. Maybe that is the case. Actually, wait, does it? I feel like it does still have something to do with the case, but I just can't link anything.
Floorboard under Tenko lined up funny.
That is a very good point.
Going to think that was so culprit could stab Tenko from underfloor.
Ooh, nice observation, Gonta. Are you finally getting used to the class trials?
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Don't say it like that. You're better off not being used to this kind of stuff.
Maybe they marked Tenko with glowing paint and looked for that.
Oh wow, that's a reference to the second game.
That'd let the culprit find her. Then they could stab her through the floorboards.
Yep, that is an obvious reference to the second game's first trial.
Boy, that sounds really familiar too! But I'm just gonna ignore it.
Yeah, might as well.
This didn't have any trace of glowing paint, though.
Oh, yeah. So then why was that floorboard loose?
The
I
loose
think-
floorboard was the one under Tenko, right? If the culprit used it while she was still alive, she'd totally notice.
Who fucking cares? fussing over that won't get us closer to the culprit!
We shouldn't dismiss this line of inquiry, however. Instead of butting our heads against this, how about we concentrate on another issue?
What other issue?
Perhaps first, we should figure out how and when exactly Tenko was killed.
When? So not during séance?
Tenko was in the metal cage for the whole séance, wasn't she? How could someone have gotten to her there?
Maybe the culprit killed her before she went under the metal cage.
No, we saw her when this happened.
That's not possible. She was alive at that point.
This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it'll be Angie speaking through you. Understood. I will not say a word until the séance is over.
Yes, she was unmistakably alive when the séance began.
That was right before we blew out the candles. But when the light came back...
The floorboard was removed at that point, so it's likely she was already dead then.
So she was killed when the room was dark?
But she was inside Cage, right? Going to think it impossible to kill her then.
Actually, I kind of have a thought. It kind of actually is possible. I know I said I wouldn't talk during the talking bits, but I have a theory. I think it is possible. Remember those cutouts from underneath the floorboards? If that was underneath, then I think as long as it's moved, as you could carefully move it, you should be able to kill her. But she was hit on the back of the neck, right?
And she wasn't killed when the room was dark. It was a different time.
A different time?
How the fuck should I know? You figure it out, shitheads! Huh? Since Gonta said it was impossible, I'm proposing an alternate theory. Now hurry up and think! If you want to make my golden brain tingle, start circle jerking your limp dick brains!
Yeah, that was just weird. Okay, so an alternate theory.
When Tenko got killed,
Okay. Huh?
it wasn't during the séance.
It could not have been done at any other time.
Yeah, it had to be during the...
She was under the cage the whole time. And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
Yes.
What about moment Cage was lifted?
Like that.
When Cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tenko real fast. So fast, no one saw.
Wait, no. No, the white sheet.
Oh my!
So who lifted the cage?
It was me.
Oh my god. What is up with me?
Who is the culprit?
No.
No, did it down!
Tenko not being killed during the séance? That might be impossible, but there's no evidence for it.
When Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the séance.
It could not have been done at any other time.
Yeah, I have to use the white sheet.
She was under the cage the whole time.
Yes.
And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment Cage was lifted?
No.
That's wrong.
Yeah, that was definitely wrong. There's no hole in the sheet.
No, it wasn't possible to kill her the moment the cage was lifted. Because the inside of the white cloth had Tenko's blood on it. That cloth was removed before the cage was lifted. If Tenko was stabbed then, there wouldn't be blood on the cloth.
Oh. Oh, well, I kind of had a different thought, but I guess this works too.
What? But how could my golden brain be wrong when it felt so right?
The only possibility is that Tenko was killed during the séance.
I got your remodel right here!
Oh my god.
No, it's still wrong to think that Tenko was killed during the séance.
Okay, maybe this is where I start to use this. Okay.
I'm gonna prove it right now. My golden brain is gonna go all out!
Oh boy. This is... Alright, here we go. What do we got? We got marker stone, the loose floorboard.
Tenko died after the séance. It happened when the sheet was lifted. That was the moment the culprit chose to stab the fuck out of Tenko through the cage! They stuck the thin blade through the gap, and that clean white sheet got stained blood red!
But the weapon was a sickle. Only the blade could have fit through the gaps.
Alright.
The blade's all you need.
Oh.
Stick the blade through a gap in the cage. It'd be long enough to reach Tenko, sitting in there with her neck all exposed. She wasn't that far from the cage's gap.
Wait.
In which case, the person who lifted the sheet is the... And that's none other than Kyo!
I think that's still wrong. Gotta be a hole in his logic somewhere. All I have to do is show the evidence that will counter Mew's claims. So... Okay.
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko, sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
No. Oh, wait. Huh? She was probably sitting down normal while she was in the cage. If you got a problem with that, then come up with a better explanation, bucko.
Damn it!
Yeah, okay, so... Okay, let's think this through. So the objects that were used were... It was sitting in the cage. And then... Wait, what about the floorboards?
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko, sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
Nope, definitely didn't work. Okay.
Oh no!
I mean, I mean, I have a full health bar anyway, so...
The blade's all you need.
No, I think...
If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko, sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
Nope, not that one either.
Oh no!
I can't really think this through. Hang on.
The blade's all you need.
Wait,
If you stick
the
blade
marker
through a gap in the
stone.
cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko.
Wait, what? How's the
sitting in there
marker
with her
stone?
neck all exposed. She wasn't that far from the cage's
my...
gap.
Why was this not...
The
My
person
thing's
who
not
lifted the
working.
sheet is the culprit, and that's none other than Kyo.
Okay, okay, for some reason, my thing's wasn't working. I don't know why.
It'd be long enough to reach Tenko, sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
I'll cut through your words.
Wait, how does a marker stone fit in all this?
Wait just a minute. Tenko wasn't sitting down inside the cage.
Oh, that's right. She was kneeling down, and she had her head rested on the marker stone. Got it.
She was bent over with her forehead against the marker stone, and the cage itself was about 3 feet tall. The sickle's blade was too short to reach Tenko while she was in that position.
Then I messed up again? How could this happen? I am so embarrassed.
No worries, Mew. Everyone already knows you're an embarrassment to the human race.
Yeah, no worries.
Wow.
How embarrassing!
If Shuichi is right, then it's impossible for Tenko to have been killed through the cage.
She couldn't have been killed during the séance since she was in the cage, right?
If she was killed then, the cloth over the cage would have been pierced.
Not during the séance or from below the floor. Then it's impossible, isn't it?
Yeah, for a living person.
Huh?
What if Angie's spirit killed Tenko?
What are you talking about? That's not possible.
We don't know that. Some things are impossible for a human, but not for a spirit.
Don't say stupid stuff like that. Screw spirits.
Stop that now.
Yeah, this is getting a little out of hand.
Angie's spirit killed Tenko? Why?
Himiko?
Why would Angie's spirit kill Tenko?
What if Tenko killed Angie, and then Angie's spirit came back for revenge?
Like I said, that's impossible. Spirits can't be culprits.
Then explain how the culprit killed Tenko under these impossible circumstances.
Well,
See? You can't explain, can you? Only a spirit could have done that!
Wait, I know. What if the culprit was hiding inside the cage?
Wait, huh? Culprit was hiding inside the cave? That's not possible.
If they were in there, they could have stabbed Tenko during the séance.
No, they couldn't, because that would still result in a stabbing through the white cloth. But there's no stab.
No. If there was someone else in the cage, we would have
I
noticed.
agree with Kaito. The culprit could have been inside the cage.
Wait, huh? You do?
Nonsense. There was no space in the cage for the culprit to hide.
Maybe the culprit wouldn't need to hide in the first place.
What?
Also, the culprit could have killed her in the cage at any time. I think you know what I'm getting at, right?
The they she's referring to. Wait. Sorry, what's the question? Hold on. Fine. Who could have killed Tenko from inside the cage? Are you saying this is a suicide? I could be wrong with this.
I believe Maki is referring to Tenko herself.
But why?
What did you say? Are you saying Tenko is the culprit?
She committed suicide.
Why?
Suicide?
That doesn't seem like her at all.
If she committed suicide, it would explain a lot of things we couldn't figure out. She volunteered to be in the cage, and then stabbed herself during the séance. It wouldn't matter how dark the room was.
But the sickle she was stabbed with was under the floor, right? If Tenko had stabbed herself, wouldn't the sickle still be inside the cage?
Oh my god. Mew actually said something smart.
Perhaps that explains why the floorboard was removed. After stabbing herself with the sickle, she threw it underneath the floor.
So she took off the floorboard to get rid of the sickle?
Yes, that makes sense to Gonta.
Well, it doesn't make sense to me.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kinda with you, Himiko.
There's no reason for Tenko to commit suicide.
Maybe I wasn't too far off with the theory I had earlier. You know, about Tenko killing Angie.
Yeah?
Because Tenko and Angie were fighting for your attention, right?
Right. Hey Angie, when did you brainwash Himiko?
Tenko's pent-up frustration led her to commit such an atrocity. Her conscience couldn't handle it anymore, so she decided to end her own life.
What?
But if she was gonna kill herself, why do it during the séance?
She wanted to hide the truth of her suicide.
Really? Why?
There could only be one reason to hide it in a killing game, right? It's to take us down with her.
Take us down?
She wanted us to pick the wrong answer during the class trial, so she could bring us all down. She wanted us to die with her. Okay, well, she probably just wanted Himiko to die with her, but still.
But what are you saying? Tenko wasn't like that. She told me.
Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else.
was just a lie.
A lie?
Wait, we should believe Tenko's last words.
The true terror of class trials is that you shouldn't believe everything said.
Himiko, you said that Tenko would never do anything like that. But how can you be so sure? Did you guys actually know each other? People keep all sorts of secrets. Like Maki. She hid the fact that she's a cold-blooded killer. Is it wise of us to trust other people wholeheartedly in this kind of situation?
Jeez, you're such a naive dude.
Naive?
We're all just people, you know? Of course we're gonna have some secrets. What matters is whether there's any malice behind them.
People can lie about how malicious their hidden secrets really are.
Well, duh. It's impossible to know for sure what others are thinking. That's why it all comes down to whether or not you believe in yourself. If you get betrayed, it's not their fault. It's your fault for believing in them. That's why I believed in Maki Roll, because I wanted to believe in her.
Just because you're acting all cool doesn't mean you get to skip training.
Hey, come on. Don't you think you're being a little too strict?
Well, we come from different backgrounds. So for now, let's agree to disagree. No one's ever called me naive before. And from Kaito? Seriously?
Whether or not I believe, my heart can't reach Tenko anymore. But I want to believe in her. She wouldn't commit suicide. She wouldn't try to take us down. That's what I want to believe.
Me too. Gota no can believe Tenko commits suicide.
But if Tenko did commit suicide, that would answer all of our questions.
If you insist we believe in Tenko, then provide a reason to do so.
Proper reason?
All right, I'll give you a reason.
A reason to go. Tenko.
Is there a reason?
Yes, there is. Will you trust me, Maki? If it turns out I'm wrong, you can blame me all you like. But for now, I need you to trust in my detective work.
I don't believe Tenko would kill herself because of what she said. Okay, everyone. I'll see you guys after the séance. She said, see you guys after. I doubt she has a sudden change of heart. Because we don't know how she was killed doesn't mean that it was suicide. We shouldn't be satisfied with that. If we keep thinking, we'll find the truth. And that means we have to believe in Tenko. I'll make them all believe. Oh, is this another lie? On a cool file, the caged child. Tenko's last.
So far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her.
No, that's
So
not.
she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person! But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the séance.
She could have secretly brought the sickle and then stabbed herself with it.
Finally, with the last of her strength, she threw the sickle underneath the floor. All the pieces fit.
Yeah, I think this is a lie. I don't think that Tenko committed suicide. But only because they're latching on to the easiest answer. Get out of it. I need to make them think their suicide theory wouldn't work.
So far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
I'm
Her
gonna.
plan was to take us down with her. So she hid
I
her true
think
intentions.
it's this and the
Tenko's not that kind of person!
and the other one.
She could have secretly brought
No, I don't think
and
it's
then
that.
stabbed herself with it.
Finally, with the last of her strength, she threw the sickle underneath
Got
the
it.
floor.
The truth. Tenko couldn't have thrown the sickle under the floor because she died instantly.
Instantly,
Right. That does might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
I'm certain of it. My investigation determined that she died instantly.
What's your opinion, Maki? I'd like to hear from someone who specializes in murder.
Maki.
You're right. I completely forgot about that important detail. Tenko died instantly.
What?
As an assassin, I specialize in killing my targets swiftly. I have no doubt that Tenko was killed immediately.
Words of a true killer. Pretty sure we can believe everything she said.
Thank you, Maki.
How could you forget that, Maki roll? You better apologize to Shuichi.
Excuse me?
It's okay, Kaito, really. No apology necessary. Anyway, Tenko died so suddenly that she couldn't have gotten rid of the sickle. Knowing that, the theory that she killed herself just doesn't fit, correct?
Just like I thought. Tenko wouldn't commit suicide.
Thank goodness, Himiko.
Which means someone definitely killed Tenko during the séance.
Her suicide was considered because we could not determine how she was killed.
No! There must have been a way! We're gonna figure it out!
Did any of the participants witness anything peculiar during the séance?
Actually, yes,
If you know
yes.
something, please speak up. It could be the key to solving this mystery.
Not a bad idea. I should remember what happened at the séance. I'm trying to remember. Sure, there's something. I'll need some kind of clue that will help me solve this mystery. And I think I know what bullet I want to use. If it's here. Yep, there it is. The sound during the
Anything seem
séance.
out of the ordinary during the séance?
There is something that bothers me. The fact that the seance failed.
No.
The ritual was perfect, and yet it failed. How utterly strange.
Okay.
Now that I think about it, while we were all singing the song, I heard something fall.
Wait.
I'm more concerned about how dark it got in there. I mean, it was totally pitch black.
Yeah, it was
My
supposed
job
to
was
be.
relight the candles. Moving along the walls was seriously tough.
It was pitch black during the séance. That was what could have happened. Just stay calm. Think. There must be some kind of clue.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary during the séance?
But yeah, I saw it.
The ritual was perfect, and yet it failed.
I mean, that doesn't matter.
Now that I think about it,
Come on.
while we were all singing the song,
Yes.
I heard something fall.
Got it.
I agree!
Wow, I can't believe I missed that.
Himiko, you think that something fell because of that sound you heard, right?
It sounded like something heavy fell down and hit the floor really hard. You could have fallen down.
Fallen down? There wasn't anything on the ceiling that could have fallen down, right?
Huh?
Am I wrong? I thought something fell, but
The sound was pretty loud. It did seem like something hit the floorboards.
A loud sound. Like something hit the floorboards? Maybe that sound had something to do with the other thing that happened in the dark. So, wait. You think it could be the... I think it has something to do with, No? Maybe this? I think it has something to do with the loose floorboard. Let me try this.
This is it!
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think the floorboard coming off had something to do with that sound. That floorboard came loose at some point during the séance, right?
Yeah.
Would the floorboard have made such a loud sound, though?
It was the sound of an intense impact.
If the impact was that intense, then it could have loosened the floorboard.
That is true. There would have had to be a strong impact to make that sound. But what was it? What could it possibly be?
All right then, let's go with that. We all gotta put our heads together now.
Okay. But what could the sound be?
So what made the
Cross
floorboard
piece?
come loose?
Perhaps?
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Yeah.
Someone who participated in the séance. Maybe
Excuse
that
me.
person tore off the floorboard.
That wouldn't
Actually-
make such a loud crashing sound.
Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
No, not
That
really.
statue was still on top of the cage.
Culprit hide under floor.
Not on the floor.
Then stood up with such might.
That
We
doesn't
already
really.
said there was no one under the floor.
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
Actually, wait. That's it.
Kokichi is right. The floorboard came loose because someone stomped on it.
The floorboards fit perfect. Going to make sure first time we go to empty room.
When we first saw the room, yes. But when I looked again during the investigation, one of the cross pieces supporting the floorboards was cut off. After examining the cut, I concluded that it must have been done deliberately.
Yep. Yeah. True.
Someone? You mean the culprit, right? Why'd they do that?
What did the culprit stand to gain by cutting the cross piece?
What did they stand to gain? That's the question. To solve this case, I need to think carefully about the cross piece and the floorboard. So, Tenko's body was at one end of the floorboard, and the cross piece that had been cut was on the other end of the floorboard. The unsupported part was outside the cage, so it could have been stomped on. Only one of the cross pieces was cut, the other two were intact. One of them was right under Tenko, and the other was in the center, right about where the cage was. What was the culprit attempting to achieve by stomping on the floorboard? Think! Come on, think! Alright. What was he trying to do? Nope. S, perhaps? Don't really know. Wait. Nope. Whoa. Okay. S-E... S-E... What? By stomping on the floor. Okay. Oh! Seesaw? Yeah, seesaw something. Nope. Seesaw. God dang it. Come on. What? The tectons. Seesaw. F. I honestly don't know. No, not that. I'm probably gonna get a game over here. Nope. What is it? Is that a P? No, that's an F. We already tried an F. Nope. Alright. This might have to be a continuation at this point, because it is getting late, so... Nope. Nope. I think we're gonna be at the point... I can't even save, so... Nope. It's not a T? What the heck is it? Not an F, it's not an E, it's not a C. What the heck is it? E? No, I already tried a T. I'll just get a game over. Seesaw. Oh! That's what it is. How did I not realize this earlier? It's a seesaw effect. I don't know if that's an F there. Let's just wait. E, T. Seesaw effect. Oh my god, I took a lot of damage there.
That's right. The floorboard might have been used as a seesaw.
Okay, we're gonna have to continue this next time, because it is getting late for me, so... So, once again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I'll see you on the next episode. Until then, ciao!